Hello everyone. In previous session, we completed some problems on probability. In this session also, let us see some more problems on probability. Here, given problem is find probability that a non-leap year contains 53 Sundays and the next one is 52 Sundays only. See the solution? Already we know non-leap year contains 365 days. So, a non-leap year contains 365 days. That is 52 weeks plus 1 day extra. 52 weeks plus 1 day extra. Now we have to find probability that non-leap year contains 53 Sundays. That is first one. Probability that non-leap year contains 53 Sundays. Already 52 weeks are there. In those 52 weeks, 52 Sundays already there. Then the extra day may be either Sunday or Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday or Friday or Saturday. So S be the sample space of, let S be the sample space of given experiment. Non-leap year contains 53 Sundays. Non-leap year contains 53 Sundays. So, the extra day may be Sunday or Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday or Friday or Saturday. So, N of S is equal to 7. N of S is equal to 7. Now, we have to find probability that non-leap year contains 53 Sundays. So, take it as event E. Let E be the event that extra days should be Sunday only. The extra day should be Sunday only. So, N of E equal to 1. Therefore, required probability P of E. Already we know P of E is N of E by N of S. That means number of favorable outcomes with respect to an event E by all possible outcomes of a random experiment. So, P of E equal to N of E by N of S. So, N of E is 1 here and N of S is 7. Therefore, required probability for non-leap year contains 53 Sundays. That is P of E, N of E by N of S. That is 1 by 7. And come to the second one. That is find probability that getting 52 Sundays. So, this is nothing but 1 minus probability that getting 53 Sundays. That is 1 minus, already we have probability that getting 53 Sundays is 1 by 7. So, 1 minus 1 by 7, that value becomes 6 by 7. Otherwise, we can say probability that getting 52 Sundays, that is out of these 52 weeks, there are 52 Sundays. So, the extra day should not be Sunday. That means the extra day may be remaining 6 days. Then probability that getting 52 Sundays, that is 6 by 7. See the next problem. A, B, C are three newspapers from a city. 20% of the population read the newspaper A. 16% read B. 14% read C. 8% both A and B. 5% both A and C. 4% both B and C. And 2% all the three. Then find the percentage of population who read at least one newspaper. So, given percentage of population read the newspapers A, B, C like this. So, given P of A, that is 20% of the population read the newspaper A, that is P of A is 20 by 100. 16% read the newspaper B, so P of B is 16 by 100. 14% read C, P of C is 14 by 100. 8% both A and B, that is P of A intersection B. Both A and B, set notation denoted by A intersection B. So P of A intersection B is 8 by 100. 5% both A and C, that is P of A intersection C 5 by 100, and both B and C, that is P of B intersection C, that is 4 by 100, and 2% all the three, that is denoted by P of A intersection B intersection C, that is 2 by 100. Therefore, we have to find percentage of population who read at least one of the newspaper. Read at least one of the newspaper. It is denoted by at least one of the newspaper A comma B comma C. Denoted by set notation, it is P of A union B union C. So in earlier sections, we discussed what is P of A union B union C. That is P of A plus P of B plus P of C minus P of A intersection B minus P of B intersection C minus P of A intersection C plus P of A intersection B intersection C. So, all these values we have, put the values. P of A is 20 by 100 plus P of B 16 by 100 plus P of C 14 by 100 minus P of A intersection B 8 by 100 minus P of B intersection C 4 by 100 minus P of A intersection C 5 by 100 plus P of A intersection B intersection C, that is 2 by 100. Then by doing calculation, we can get denominator for all these 100 is there. So take 100 in denominator, and 20 plus 16, 36, 36 plus 14, 50, 50 minus 8, 42, 42 minus 4, 38, 38 minus 5, 33, plus 2, 35. So the value becomes 35 by 100. Therefore, percentage of population who read at least one of the newspaper, at least one of the newspaper A, B, C, that is at least one newspaper, is 35%. 35%. percent. So in this problem, given that directly P of A, P of B, P of C, and both A and B, that is denoted by P of A intersection B, and both A and C, that is denoted by set notation A intersection C. So P of A intersection C. Similarly, P of B intersection C given, and all the three denoted by A intersection B intersection C. So we have to find percentage of population read at least one of the newspaper A comma B comma C. It is denoted by P of at least one of A comma B comma C, that is A union B union C. So we have already P of A union B union C, that is P of A plus P of B plus P of C minus P of A intersection B minus P of B intersection C minus P of A intersection C plus P of A intersection B intersection C. Then substitute the values, we can get it. Come to the next problem. A, B, C are three horses in a race. The probability of A to win the race is twice that of B, and probability of B is twice that of C. What are the probabilities of A, B and C to win the race? Now, solution of this, let A, B, C be the events that, let A, B, C be the events that three horses A, B, C to win the race respectively. To win the race respectively. Given probability of A to win the race, that is P of A, is twice, that means 2 into twice that of B, so that is 2 into P of B. Probability of A to win the race is twice that of B. It is denoted by like P of A is equal to 2 into P of B, and probability of B is twice that of C, that is given probability of B is P of B is twice that of C, that means 2 into P of C. Then we have to find probabilities of A, B and C to win the race. Now in this random experiment, we have A, B, C are events in a sample space, that is A union B union C, that equal to S. Since P is a probability function, so P of A union B union C, that equal to P of S. Already we know this P of A union B union C and P of S. The value of P of S is 1, and write this P of A union B union C, that is P of A plus P of B plus P of C minus P of A intersection B minus P of B intersection C minus P of A intersection C plus P of A intersection B intersection C, that is P of S. But these events A, B, C are mutually exclusive events. These events A, B, C are mutually exclusive events. So since A, B, C are mutually exclusive events, mutually exclusive events. Mutually exclusive events means A and B are mutually exclusive. That means A intersection B equal to pi. What about P of pi? That is 0. Similarly, B and C are mutually exclusive. That implies B intersection C is pi. So that P of B intersection C, P of pi, that value also goes to 0. Similarly, P of A intersection C is 0 and P of A intersection B intersection C is also 0. That is P of A plus P of B plus P of C equal to P of S. The value of P of S is 1 and all these values goes to 0 since A, B, C are mutually exclusive events. So it is 1. The value of P of pi is 0 and value of P of S is 1. Then remaining part is P of A plus P of B plus P of C equal to 1. So that is, we have P of A equal to 2 into P of B. That is also same as 2 into, again P of B is there, 2 into P of C. So P of A goes to 4 into P of C. That is 4 into P of C plus P of B is 2 into P of C plus P of C. That is 1. So by adding here, we get 7 into P of C. 7 into P of C equal to 1. That implies P of C equal to 1 by 7. Therefore, P of A, that is 4 into P of C. 4 into P of C. 4 into 1 by 7, the value 4 by 7. P of B is 2 into P of C. So it is 2 into 1 by 7, that is 2 by 7. Therefore, P of A equal to 4 by 7, P of B equal to 2 by 7 and P of C equal to 1 by 7. So these are the probabilities of A, B and C to win the race respectively. Come to the next problem. Two persons A and B roll a die on the condition that the person who gets 3 will win the game. If A starts the game, then find the probabilities of A and B respectively to win the game. So, solution is two persons A and B roll a die, gets 3 will win the game. So, let P equal to person win the game when a die is rolled. When a die is rolled. If gets 3, person win the game when a die is rolled, gets 3. Already we know if a die is rolled, we can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So get the number 3, then person win the game. So that probability is 1 by 6. Out of 6 numbers, 3 will come. Only 3 will come. That is the probability 1 by 6. Then Q equal to, let Q equal to 1 minus 1 by 6. That is probability that person lose the game. Q is probability that person lose the game. That value is 1 minus 1 by 6. That is 5 by 6. Now, two persons A and B roll a die. Two persons A and B roll a die. If A starts the game, A starts the game. A starts the game. A, B, two persons will play the game. If A starts the game, first place A and second place B. Then again third place for A and fourth place for B. Fifth place A, like this. If A starts the game, first A starts the game, then second B play the game, third A play the game and fourth B play the game, fifth A play the game and so on. That means if A starts the game, A may win either first or third or fifth place and so on. If A starts the game, A may win either first place or third or fifth and so on. Then A starts the game, A may win either first or third or fifth and so on. Fifth games and so on. Therefore, probability that A win the game, probability that A win the game, that is P. Win the game is denoted by P here, P. Third means first two games lose, that is Q, Q, P plus fifth game, that is first four games lose, that is Q, 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 P plus and so on. Then we can take common P. The remaining 1 plus Q square plus Q to the power 4 plus and so on. We can take common P here. The remaining part is 1 plus Q square plus Q to the power 4 plus and so on. So if we observe the series, this is 1 plus Q square plus Q to the power 4 plus and so on. This series is in GP. So the series is in GP, then sum of infinite series S infinity equal to A by 1 minus R. Sum of infinite series is A by 1 minus R. Then we will get here P into 1 by, here A is 1, R ratio is Q square. So 1 by 1 minus Q square. That is, put the values. P is 1 by 6 by 1 minus Q square, that is 25 by 36. By simplification, we can get it is 1 by 6 by 11 by 36. 6 times get cancelled, there is 36. So this value is 6 by 11. Therefore, probability that A win the game, A win the game, that is 6 by 11. And we also find probability that B win the game. Probability that B win the game. Probability that B win the game, that is the same as probability that A lose the game. If A lose the game, then B win the game. So probability that B win the game is probability that A lose the game. Probability that A lose the game, that is 1 minus probability that A win the game. 1 minus probability that A win the game. So it is 1 minus probability that A win the game, that is 6 by 11. So 1 minus 6 by 11, we will get it is 5 by 11. Then two persons A and B roll a die. If A starts the game, A may win either A may win first or third or fifth games and so on. So probability that A win the game, that is P plus third game win means first two games lose. So QQP plus fifth game win means first four games lose. That is QQQQP plus and so on. Take P common, then it is 1 plus Q square plus Q to the power 4 and so on. This series is in GP. Sum of infinite series is A by 1 minus R. So P into 1 by 1 minus Q square. Put the values. And the second one is probability that B win the game. That means probability that A lose the game. When probability that A lose the game, if B win the game. That is 1 minus probability that A win the game, 1 minus 6 by 11, that becomes to 5 by 11.